Guys, we lost. We lost the battle. In 2013, the gaming channel Pewdiepie became the #1 most subscribed to channel on all of YouTube, beating out Smosh, who have had the spot for many years, many different times. They've been beaten out by like the Evolution of Dance Guy, Lonely Girl 15, Fred, and Ryan Higa. Then they got beat up by PewDiePie. And for 5 years, PewDiePie has stayed at the #1 spot, unmatched. Then came 2018, things started to happen. The YouTube channel of an Indian music and film production company, T-Series, suddenly started to go crazy. And by August, they had 59 million subs, rivaling PewDiePie's 64. So, the race was on to see who would become the #1 most subscribed to channel on all of YouTube. And what it looked like that PewDiePie would stay there. I mean, just imagining T-Series becoming #1, having being like the most popular YouTube channel, being represented by being like the most popular channel on YouTube being a company and not an actual person. Well, you've read the video title. It happened. PewDiePie lost the battle. It's actually really cold in here, so. This is actually a huge thing. Because, let's face it, for the first time ever, the biggest channel on all of YouTube isn't represented by a face, but rather a company. So I guess this is the end. This is officially the end of individual content creators making great content for people to enjoy. And it's the beginning of the biggest people on the site being multi-million brands with dozens of creators attached. Not a single face or two different faces to represent the channel as a whole. Guys, you need to do so much stuff. For the people who are subscribed to T-Series, unsubscribe right now. Like a good 20 million, just unsubscribe. And you can all go ahead and subscribe to subscribe to PewDiePie, so he can have about like over 100 million subscribers. He'd be the first YouTuber ever to get that far. some people think that T-Series growth is due because a bunch of sub bots, which definitely makes sense. I mean, they're the most subscribed channel on all of YouTube, and their views don't even get to make it past 100,000. So, basically, it might sound a bit too cliche, and it might be a little too late to say this, but please subscribe to Pewdiepie. I'm not saying that he needs it. Well, that's exactly what he needs. PewDiePie needs to be number one. Either PewDiePie or like anyone else that's actually represented by a person, not a brand. I mean, channels like Smosh or Good Mythical Morning, I mean, they kind of are like both of them. I mean, they're brands, but they're still represented by people, like actual people. There's a face that you associate with those channels. So, just subscribe to any of the great YouTubers out there, like the former Viners like Thomas Sanders, Gabby Hanna, Liza Koshy, David Dobrik, the animation storytellers like The Odd Ones Out, J Animations, Alex Clark, Something Else YT, Tim Tom, Let Me Sway Studios, it was them. The YouTube veterans have been on their site for over 10 years, like Jax Films and Smosh and Tom Scott, Shane Dawson, and Grace Helbig, or any new faces like Brian Hall or Casey Neistat or Bill Wirth. Just subscribe to any of them, and just try to make them number one. I'm gonna take the blanket off here because I'm trying to be serious. We're going into a serious mode. Just try to get any YouTube channel represented by a person or face to be number one. I mean, I'm not saying that maybe we should have The Rock be the number one most subscribed to channel on all of YouTube, but I don't know, just make anyone number one, but not T-Series. I feel like PewDiePie is the most likely since he's only 100,000 away. Well, not really 100,000. So, we'll pretty much just subscribe to everyone. Even the really crappy YouTubers out there, like Jake and Logan Paul, and like those toy review channels. I mean, like, well, Tana Mojo, just subscribe to them, please. They make content that are so great. They do so much for the world. They do so much. YouTubers contribute so much to society that you don't even realize it. So please, do yourself a favor and subscribe to as many creators as possible to make sure that someone who is in a company can be number one. Unless it's Smosh or Good Morning, they're good.